Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Wright alongside Natalie Pohl. It is a chilly week outside, but as always, Coach, that means softball, baseball, the outside sports are coming, and you guys are quickly approaching. Absolutely. It's been great to get outside. Even yesterday it was a bit chilly, but we just kind of get through it. We work through it because we're going to play in it, you know, just like we always typically do. And so we just buckle down, get what we need to get in. We do have the ability to do some portions of our practice indoor, even if it's just an offensive rotation to where the kids can get a little bit out of the weather. But we do have to fight through the elements to make it happen. Coach, let's go back to last season. You move a little bit above 500. You get to the conference tournament, make a trip to the semifinals. We do. It was a great season. It was nice to see us start to make that turn and start to do some really good things. I was proud of who we were as a team collectively. It was nice to be able to advance from the quarterfinals to the semifinals. It was just all around a much better year. I thought we ran the bases really well. Ultimately, we had some good kids that made some good accomplishments and things through the year, and we returned most of them. We lost a few, but we returned most of them, and we have a lot of new faces that I think will be contributing this year. Last fall, if I remember correctly, in your fall schedule, you made sure to get a lot of people some at-bats, a lot of people of innings, but then you also kind of played it near the end where this is going to be the lineup. We got to go with who the starters are going to be. For sure. The fall is all about getting game time and experience. And, you know, some people perform differently in games than they do at practice. So our fall season gave us an opportunity to do all of that. However, we wanted them to understand what, you know, truly picking a lineup looks like. And I didn't want them to end the fall feeling really comfortable. And so we did. We had to make some choices. So we chose our top 10 hitters who had performed throughout our fall games, moved a few defenders around, pitched who we felt like we needed to pitch. And so it was really nice to be able to do that in that moment to kind of help people evaluate where they are, where they need to go. Did you get a sense when you came in after the holiday break, getting towards spring practice, that, and you don't have to name anyone specifically, but maybe a player that got a lot of at-bats or innings early on in the fall season, then saw them disappear that last weekend, maybe step it up in the time they had alone to get ready for the spring? Absolutely, and we probably had quite a few. We sent them kind of with an idea of what they needed to be working on and just to really focus on self during the break and some very specific things. And I can honestly say, like, there's been some kids that have really started to thrive and to step up in that moment since we've been back. And so I'm really happy about that. They're definitely going to contribute during the season, and I look forward to that. You have some depth in the circle this year. It's kind of young, but you do have some depth. We do. You know, we've got Katie, who has some good experience. She threw the bulk of the innings against Ole Miss this fall. We also have Molly, of course, who's been around. She's a senior. Christian right now is battling a little bit of her back, but she'll be healthy when it comes time for conference play. Bailey Wisher, of course, who has been with us for a few years. She's a junior, and I think that she's going to be able to do a good job for us. And then, of course, we have a new face with Mariah Nichols, a freshman here. Throws the ball hard, does a good job, and I think she's going to be a person of substance for us. The offense is where you look to make a jump. You've added a little bit of power in the lineup last year. Kind of one-dimensional. It was a good one-dimensional because you had the hit and run. You were fast. You could manufacture runs. If you could get on base, you could give teams a lot of trouble. But I know for any coach, it's nice to have a little pop in that lineup. Definitely is. It's nice to be able to change the nature of a game with a home run. However, I mean, ultimately, that's not our everyday goal, but it is nice to be able to have that kind of strength at the plate. You know, we definitely have some table setters, and even those slappers are able to manufacture runs, but it's nice to be able to add a little piece in there with some power. Highlights of the schedule this year. I know you'll be busy early. Oh, yeah. Definitely looking forward to it and excited about getting those games in. Coach, as you look at the American Conference this year, it's like every other school in the league, and add another team in Wichita State, and that just adds to the conference RPI. It does. Wichita State just fit right in there with the rest of our programs. To be quite honest with you, there's a reason why our RPI finished number 6 in the nation in softball. It's a very reputable conference. Adding Wichita State just adds to that strength. They're a great program. They're, I think, 1 year removed from going to the NCAAs. They definitely have tasted some success. They do a great job. Their coach does a great job with their program, and so it's a nice addition. I'm excited about it. It's going to be hard, just like every other opponent that we see. You know, every weekend is challenging, but that's what we get paid to do. That's why we do what we do. All right, Coach. Well, best of luck this season. It won't be long till we get started.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
That's head coach Natalie Pohl. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.